Hair is very flat today. Long though. That's not what I'm so concerned with. I'm concerned with like here. I need somebody there watching me. Hello. Hi, I'm Vaness Henry. I'm a 6'2 manifestor.
I'm Derek Henry, and I'm a 6'2 generator.
And this is our show on the roof.
Toma.
Today we're talking about one of my favorite things in human design, environment.
What's that?
It's this series of archetypes that each person resonates to. You are caves, I am shores. I just want to point out all the ways this exists in our life and the things that we do.
Okay.
Do you ever notice when I'm gazing out a window?
Yeah. Pondering.
Not present to what's going on in the room whatsoever. Usually deep in thought about something. Is there any other places you notice that I do that? Or is that generally where I land?
If you're not in front of the window, you're pacing.
Yes. Or it would be rocking, but I don't have a rocking chair anymore. But yeah, those are all kind of shores activities. But out of our two balconies,
yeah,
which one do you prefer to sit on?
Top. You can see more. It's the wall.
Yeah. Yes. The one balcony faces, so you're like looking into the home, and I love that. I love being outside looking into my home. Standing on the deck looking into the lit home. Oh, I love that. But when we go to the upstairs balcony, the configuration and arrangement allows you to flow onto the balcony with your back to the wall, looking out at the cinematic view of the mountains. Obviously that feels better for you.
I know that I like to have my back to the wall.
That's what I just said. We also have a caves kid though. I feel like he really knows what it means to be caves.
Oh, God. If anyone is in any room that he enters, he's scared.
I could like give full warning that I'm coming, but the sound of my voice giving warning is like jarring. Sometimes I'm literally just living my life and I startle him. So to intentionally scare him is like off the charts unnecessary.
Yeah.
But we, in my house growing up, we were all about the scaring. It was like me and my dad versus my sister and my mom, and who could scare my sister more.
Nice.
It was sick, and looking back, it was absolutely cruel. So I'm sorry to my sister. She's a fellow 6'2 on the roof. She's extreme boundaries with what I'm allowed to speak to about her. Like she's like, you can talk about your life. I get it. Keep me out. If I don't need to be in the story, keep me out. Obviously we have shared stories, but maybe it's because I bullied out of her when she was a kid by turning off the lights on her and locking her in the basement all the time. She's older than me, so I feel like she needed to figure it out.
My oldest sister did that to me. My mom shoved her and called her beat up.
Protecting her little baby prince. Oh. Me in my house, Shore's kid with my Shore's dad was like, my dad was like, go scare her sister. When she gets a pop downstairs in the basement. And I'd be like, okay. My mom would be like, why are you doing that? And my mom and my sister are both markets. They're both like to be a little bit more secure. You know, it's not as extreme as caves. Don't bother them, you know? Bothered her. Now she has hard boundaries with me on what I'm allowed to speak to and what I'm not allowed to speak to.
Out of her. Up yourself.
And caves people typically need a lifestyle that provides some type of safety and security. They thrive in relationships where they feel like people really have their back. And the people in your life that you feel don't have your back, you probably keep them at somewhat of a distance.
Make out of my life?
Really, will you not let anyone in your life if you don't have that trust?
I don't know.
Like your friend circle. You're think about it. Your
friend circle. Yeah, you gotta.
You're starting to leech into my friend circle.
Yeah, your friends love me.
This guy again. When he is in the edit suites working on people's songs or shows, you're tucked into a cozy little cave. You are literally tucked into a little room. Even when we've set up other offices for you, we always try to have you facing the door so that you aren't spooked and can control how people access you.
And like the whole door and wall is glass. Come to the door from.
But
so
we have
always see everyone coming. We
have oriented you now so that you can see out the glass door. You're not your back to the door. For a Shores person, that doesn't matter so much, but I too don't like having my back, like a door to my back. It just feels a little bit destabilizing. It's not really great feng shui, but it doesn't matter so much for me as it does for him. The body needs to feel held, the body needs to feel secure, whereas my body needs to feel like, it needs to feel light and like it is in more than one world at once. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to be in teacher mode, but when it's sometimes I naturally fall into teacher mode when you don't talk to me.
It's funny because when you go into teacher mode is when I zone out. Too much information coming at me. I never did get in the classroom.
That's all very helpful. I'll adjust.
Okay.
I like to learn. I like to learn and I like to improve. I'll recenter the conversation around you. What are some of your favorite spaces to hang out in?
Oh, golf course.
Ooh, what do you like about the golf course?
I'm alone.
You're also in somewhat of a secure environment if you think about it. Like you're on a property grounds. It's not like you're hiking through the woods because actually caves people are
hiking through the woods.
Caves people we classically say are indoor people, and then there's always the cave person that gets their back up. I like the outside. Cool. But what we're talking about is a hardscape, having a surrounding environment to keep you safe. But typically you're indoor people because, sorry, I'm teaching again.
Got yourself.
I hate that about myself.
Wow, that's fine.
Sometimes I guess I don't ask you questions. That's on me and I'll be better at that. Other times you're like, yeah. Okay, great reply, buddy. Thanks for the help, buddy.
No problem, pal.
So what are some other spaces you like to hang out in?
My bed.
Ooh.
Okay. Comfy, I can sprawl out and it's big enough for me.
Cave people are all about coziness and feeling held and tucked in. What about, you played hockey for a long time in your life.
Yes.
Do you see how even like a hockey arena is cave-like?
And I was the goalie, so I was at the back.
Exactly. No one can sneak up behind you.
No wraparounds, please.
No wraparounds, please.
Scares me.
But even the locker room could have a sense of security. There with the guys, the bros, there's one door in, we're all in there.
Love the locker room.
Then you can chat with your buddies and it's safe. You know, what goes on here is safe. It doesn't leave the locker room. Wow, that's a great cave, actually.
People that end of the room, at that end of the room.
Yes.
Where is he?
What great teaching, Derek. Look at how much you know. I'm so into you right now. Love that. My back's sore. My back's not protected. Oh. Ooh. 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 Oh, let me in. Let me in.